Emmanuel, and in just 3 weeks, he found the deal of a lifetime, negotiated an offer, got it accepted, found the EMD from a third party, me, and then found the buyer to sell it. Now, how did he do all of that? He's a member of the Flip Flop Flipper Apex community. And inside of Apex, he was able to find the buyer who's an operator. He was able to find someone who wanted to put up the money, and he's got the deal of a lifetime done, and is going to make $40,000 on his very first deal. So if that sounds good to you, and you want to be like Emmanuel, comment Apex, and I'll send you the link.
All right.
All right.
Episode 100. That's exciting.
Yeah. Definitely exciting. I've been waiting for this day to have episode 100 for more than 100 weeks. Can you believe it?
I believe it.
Yeah, I can.
And honestly, I say that kind of in jest, but Don, when we first started out, did you think we'd do this 100 times?
No.
No way.
No.
I remember the first time that I really did a YouTube video, and I think it was with you, Don. Like, we filmed it, and then I was like, all right, well, that's it. Now what? Because I've said everything I wanted to say. There's nothing else.
I remember that. Like,
now, not only have we done a few thousand videos,
3,500 videos,
1,000 long content videos. We've done 100 of these lives, and now I've always got stuff to say. It's pretty crazy.
It's true.
What did you think back in the day when we first started this, Adon?
Well, I actually thought it is where we're going now. It's like I told you this. It's like this channel will eventually be the end all be all for information about Puerto Rico real estate.
Did you think that?
I did.
Well, you had some foresight.
I thought it was, I did think that. I still do. And we're really open about
one of these days. I think you'll be right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other channels out there that are as detailed on Puerto Rico real estate as we are.
There are, but they gatekeep a lot. That's what I've noticed. And that's understandable, of course, because you're selling your product at the end of the day. It's come take my course, come learn from me, whatever. And we do sort of the same stuff, but we basically put it all out there. You don't have to come and join us at anything. You can just sit there and watch 3,500 videos, and eventually you'll learn something.
Yep.
Plus the lives.
There's no doubt about it. We're as close to an open book as there is, and if somebody ever asks us what we're doing, we tell them what we're doing. Where we really shine, I think, is that in real time we're able to answer questions, and most of the time, like I would say the vast majority of the time, if somebody brings a question about real estate investing to us, we've done it between the three of us at some point or another. I can't even remember the last time somebody thought of something new that we were doing, but then when they do, and they do something that's successful, we find some better way, then we start doing that too. So guys, we make our money through real estate investing, and we share with the world through this YouTube channel what we do and how we do it. And then we come on here at least once a week and talk about why we do it and answer questions. We've changed the format on this Monday night live, the Monday Night Power Hour, over the course of the years, and recently we've started to do this more podcasty. So we try to have more in the way of topics and discussions. And moving forward, I think I'd like to have some cool interviews. I thought the interview with Maritza the last time we did Monday Night Live was pretty cool. It's somebody that I've done hundreds and hundreds of deals with. So I hope to have more of that. I'd like to do more interviews with people that we're doing deals with in real time. So having people on that have never done a deal before. Like today, I closed a deal with a first-time real estate investor. We bought it we rented it for a little while, and we fixed it up, and today we sold it, and everybody's going to make some money. And so I think eventually to have those kind of stories on a weekly basis would be very powerful. So what do you guys think in the comments? What way should we go with this format, this Monday Night Live Power Hour? And
it's not only powerful
current format, and what should we change? We're open to suggestions. We always want to get better.
It's not only powerful, it just shows that anybody can do this. You know, we are very serious when we say anybody can do this. It's very basic information that you can take and just learn upon the next thing. Every deal is different. It always has something that makes it interesting or makes it difficult, but anybody can do this. You got a 22-year-old who made what he would make in a year in one deal. You have someone who traded 5 years of YouTube hell to help to learn real estate. You have someone that was
always exaggerates the 5 years. We've only been doing the YouTube for 4 years, Adon. I know it feels like 5, but
it feels like 7, but sure. But
Happy New Year.
Besides that, I'm trying to be serious. Like if you ever felt that you're stuck, you have nowhere to go, you are not good enough to learn whatever it is you think you're not good enough to learn. I mean, you say it all the time, real estate's that great equalizer. And if you can learn this, I mean, and there's all these different facets, right? You can be a wholesaler, you can be a finder, you can be an operator, you can be a funder. Just pick one and go, or pick all and go. So,
yep.
It really is.
Awesome. It's interesting. Today I was I went and looked at a deal. Imagine that. In Orlando here, my longtime business partners, the Stakers, they're rebuilding a house, and they are a retired couple. Bobby's very handy. He's built pools, but they're 70 years old, 65, 70 years old. And they are taking this 2-story house, and they have raised the roof on the house, and then they're now going in and taking what was the roof of the first floor, because the first floor only had like 6.5-foot high ceilings. It was only fit for small people, and they're lifting with hydraulics the floor straight up. And I said, Bobby, so are you going to demo that and rebuild it? He goes, hell no, that thing's worth $15,000 or $20,000. We got this pulley system. Joan and I are going to pull this thing up, and we're going to ratchet it. And he was telling me all about it, and I can't believe I don't have someone following me around with a camera, because it would have been like such a cool video. I mean, they were literally showing me how Bobby's up on the roof, and it's about 30 feet high. He's got a rope pulley system. Joan's doing 5-gallon buckets worth of concrete, and he's pulling them up and then dumping them down and creating footers. And it's just like, holy cow. You talk about hands-on, which is the exact opposite of me. I just tell that story because I didn't film it. But anybody can do this real estate investing. There's a million different ways to make money. And they, by the way, are going to have, at the end of the day, a house that was a shitty little house that they probably bought for $100,000, that when they're done with it, it'll be worth $500,000. And they're doing all the work themselves, which that's not what we teach, but it can be done that way.
I've seen a few different, YouTube videos, Instagram stories of people. They'll go buy some land somewhere they want to live, and then they'll build the house themselves from the ground up. They manage everything. They do most of the work. They sub out the stuff they can't. And guys, they'll end up with, a 5-4, 3,000 square feet, really nice house, and they'll be all into this thing for $200,000, $250,000. Like crazy, crazy things you can do if you are willing to just spend every free second you have doing construction and learning how to do this. You could be in a house like me, Adon, and Robert are in right now. It could look just like this.
We had such a good year. We bought the same house.
Yeah, we all got the same house.
We all this is our new renovation plan. The fireplace and the grand piano. Nice.
But it's just very cool to see people do that. I saw another one. It's this a young guy. He's 20, and he just built a log cabin in Alaska. He bought the land for $5,000, and he's felling his own trees, and he's built his own home, and it's super nice looking. I'm like, man, what a cool story.
So So Bobby McKenna, speaking of building your own house, he has a connection with one of these prefab home builders, and he wants to get to be a licensed dealer for them. And he says that they'll put a prefab home on any lot that we've got. And he was asking me, do we have any lots? So I told him about our lot in Ocala. I told him about the lot I have in Orlando. And he's like, I'll run with it. I'll do it. And again, this guy's 70 years old. He's never done it before, but he's constantly excited about the next thing and learning new stuff. He's like, we can make $60,000 whenever we get one of these, and we don't even have to do anything. They'll pay for it all, and they'll put it there, and we just get to collect checks. I'm like, okay, Bobby, go for it. And so I'm sending him addresses on 2 lots and saying, hey, go build a house for us. Let's do it. We'll
yeah, you can do McFall and you can do Juniper.
Yeah, that's exactly the 2 that I'm going to give him. Yeah.
Let's see it. I love it. I got Scott too.
You got a deal?
I do have a deal, guys. If you want to talk about it, guys, the new year is starting off with some crazy deals. This morning, we're on the phone with one of our rainmakers talking about a $19 million purchase. Pretty damn exciting. Pretty cool. And it's a great deal too. If some of the, there's some specifics behind it that I won't get into, but if they check out, it's a fantastic deal. Very exciting. And then I just, right before this episode, had an opportunity for a first position loan. Mike, I see you in the chat. You'll be interested in this. Perk up. It is for a marijuana factory in Michigan, which is completely legal there apparently. They're looking for a $1.2 million loan. They're willing to pay interest and points. They're going to pay us back 6 months to a year. And then they're going to give you 20 years of $160,000 annuities. Basically, you get like a section of the farm. I told them I don't want a section of the farm. I just want, money. I just want cash. But anyways, they're willing to give you profits for 20 years from the business as a part of that. Mike says, I'll take the weed. They said, I asked that too. And they said, no, you can't do that. No, I don't know what you do with all that weed. But I did the math and it comes out, it's a 10% interest rate loan with a couple points up front. It's first position on a factory and a home. So you're secured on there. They're putting in $300,000 of their own cash into the purchase. And then they've got a few million for the build out already lined up. And then it's a 13% return for 20 years after you already get your money back. I mean, it's pretty interesting.
So after you're paid back, you have all your money back in, you're still going to get this annuity payment of 150, 160 grand a year for 20 years.
Yep.
If it goes well, it's a phenomenal deal.
Yes.
And I guess if it doesn't go well, you'll have to make sure that you're investing in a first position in the property at a low enough rate that if you had to take it, you could fire sale it and get your money back out of it.
I'm told, and I haven't looked, but I'm told the factor's worth $1.5 million as is, and that they're buying it for, and the house is worth $200,000 or $300,000.
So it's worth, let's call it 1.7 million, and they want to borrow 1.2.
Yep.
Well, that's not terrible, is it? What's that percentage?
Oh, it's not bad. I think that's 85% maybe. 1.2 divided by 1.7. That's 70%.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah. 70% loan to value. And, the loan isn't that exciting, but the annuity is really good. And then I'd probably structure this loan where it goes from 10% to 18% after the first year, plus the annuity.
Because inevitably it'll roll over.
Inevitably it'll roll over. Marijuana just went to Schedule 1 federally. I thought it went to Schedule 3.
Down.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Schedule 1 federally, is that good or bad?
Schedule 1 is bad.
Bad.
It means it kills people.
I thought. Oh, did they move it from 3 back to 1?
I think 1 was always bad, and then They moved it to 3, where 3 is like where Tylenol is. Because it has
They just changed it, right?
yes, Schedule 3. It used to be Schedule 1. Schedule 1 is the worst of the worst.
And now it's
Schedule 1 again?
No, they misspoke.
They misspoke. Okay.
Oh,
Schedule 3. Yeah.
But
gotten that.
Schedule 3 means they can do research with it. Schedule 3 is as bad as Tylenol, and Tylenol kills a lot of people every year. So it does.
Does it?
Yes.
What do people do?
I don't know, but not to get too political, but
ruins
did you
your
guys see all of these things on YouTube and Facebook and stuff after they said, hey, Tylenol is dangerous, and then these pregnant women are just eating Tylenol like it's freaking candy?
It's fucking terrible.
It's a strange world we live in.
That is weird.
I mean, Tylenol is good and bad. It's when you start abusing it. You know, if you use it every day for pain, it ruins I think it's your liver and your kidneys.
I have a guy on the kidney transplant list right now, a friend of mine from school, that when we were in school, I can like vividly remember him eating Tylenol. He was an athlete, and he had pain, and so he chewed on Tylenol all day long, and it killed his kidneys.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So that's
now
weird.
he needs a transplant?
He's on the list. He's still got some percentage of his liver functioning, but yeah, he's going to eventually get a kidney transplant. And that was Tylenol.
Even Chinese food abuse is bad. It's bad. Oh, that MSG.
So McKenna, how would you set up that deal? That's
exactly what I was thinking. So I don't have $1.2 million liquid. I don't know if you do. I don't know if Adon does, but I'm going to assume you guys.
Look at where I'm living.
Yeah, that's true. You got a very nice home. Let's say we're going to go raise the capital. How would we do that where it's attractive to an investor, but then we're also making some money putting that together? How would it be collateralized, Mike? It would be a first position on a primary home and a first position on the factory where they're growing the pot.
The guy lives in this home that he's going to put in as additional collateral?
Yep.
Does that have any money on it, or it's free and clear home?
Free and clear. It's actually our rental manager, Thomas, who's putting his home up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like that guy. I know he's a hustler, so he'll make sure to get paid.
Do they have any other collateral they could use? I don't love lending. I don't love the idea of lending to people when they're homeowners and living in the home. I'd rather find other additional collateral. And
yeah, that's a business asset.
Maybe get a higher valuation on the total collateral, but spread it out a little bit over other stuff so that we don't have one of the pieces being a home that's difficult to foreclose on if we need to.
That's a good question that we definitely can ask. They're going to send us some more information, and then we'll have a meeting. So let's ask him that. Mike says he likes when they're living in the home. He wants to ruin Christmas.
He likes what?
Mike likes when they're living in the home. He serves foreclosure notices on Christmas Day.
He likes seeing them cry.
He comes in through the chimney and says, "Hey, here you go. You've been served."
I'm not Santa. I'm the bad elf. The Grinch.
I'm kidding, Mike.
I did the opposite. So today I was at a house that I bought and I leased back to the people. They were days away from foreclosure, and we bought the house, stopped the bank from going to foreclosure, and they haven't done since that day. I mean, so that at first we were their hero because they were going to get thrown out within like weeks, and now we've become obviously the enemy because we're coming to the end of our year. But I waited to go have the conversation with them till after Christmas, and I'm going to meet with them next week and try and figure out how we can move them along without having to evict. Evictions are no good for us or them. So
Thomas is watching the live stream, and he just texted me. It's actually a rental property, so he doesn't live in it.
Thomas, that's better. I think that's better.
So how would we structure it then if we were going to go raise the capital and make it good for an investor. I think we'd put some of our own money in, and then we'd structure it just like we would a rental deal where we take a cut of the equity, a cut of the payments, and give the rest to the investor, make sure they get a return. I mean, we're talking about a pretty phenomenal return on investment. So it's, even if you gave them 10% for the first year, gave them all of the interest, and maybe we kept a couple points, and then we split the annuity. I mean, that's like 6.5% or 7% for 20 years on money that you've gotten back, that you've now reinvested. So just say you put it in the stock market and you're getting another 10% on top of that. Now your money's earning you 17%. That's probably how I'd structure it.
I mean, obviously the best part of the deal is after you get paid back, right? The annuity portion is phenomenal. What do you do with the structure after you're paid back so that you're guaranteed that you get that annuity? Do you still leave your lien in place and you have the ability to foreclose if the annuity ever dries up? Or
I think you would, yeah.
You think you do?
Well, and here's the thing, because it's a marijuana business, I don't want to own part of the business. Because I feel like there's weird regulations. I don't want to be mixed up in any of that. So,
well, we don't know
maybe
that. We don't want to
maybe there's a company that owns the building that leases to the farm, and you can own part of the building company. Something like that. That you would definitely want some kind of protection.
I'd like this. I mean, so what if we structured a new LLC to own that building?
Yep.
And we also structured a lien, a first mortgage lien, that we would then file. So we'd own the building in an LLC. We'd have all of the equity in that building be sucked out in the form of a mortgage, and then we'd lease to the company who's using the factory. And we just figure out our agreement there inside of those contracts. And then you have additional collateral, rental house, or maybe other stuff in case it all goes bad, that we start selling off the pieces until we get our money back plus interest. That way, if it goes bad, you don't have to foreclose either.
Sorry, our other property manager just texted us about the vacant unit. I got distracted. Say that all again. Yes.
I like doing these kind of deals where we take ownership, but then I also think that it's important to have a lien in case you need to use that to wipe out any other liens on the property and whatnot.
Yeah. I think that you have the two LLCs, like that makes sense. And then maybe you have a note as well. Yeah. I don't see why that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty quick closing. They're looking to close in 45 days. So, it's not slow.
No, that's pretty fast.
Raise one point.
That's not breakneck either. I mean, it's not like this is Puerto Rico. That's Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Is Michigan how does the foreclosure process work in Michigan?
Mike, what do you know? I see you in the chat here.
Is it a title state, or what do you call it? A deed of trust state, or a title state?
Or judicial.
Judicial.
Or Mike says it's judicial.
And that's good, right, Mike?
We're waiting for Mike.
Nope.
Hey guys, we have you guys are awesome. We have 35 people watching. I remember when we first started out doing this, 100 episodes again, we would have about 20 people come and watch. So we've almost doubled in the amount of people that watch us live, and then we usually get a few hundred views. But you know what really helps is that we have 16 of the 35 people that have hit the like button. So if we can just get If we can just get the other 19 of you to go ahead and hit the like button, that would be great.
Yeah, Thomas, I know you're watching. If you haven't hit the like button, no deal. So better hit it.
And Thomas, you got to be able to prove you're a subscriber of the Flip Flop Flipper YouTube channel.
That's right. We got to put that in the note as well. Everyone has to subscribe. Mike says judicial means a judge, so it's worse. Says nope, judicial means judge.
Ah.
But I mean, Florida's a judicial state, and it's still not terrible to foreclose here. I guess it just depends on the
Florida
law.
is a Republican state. I think Michigan is a Democratic state.
Yeah. Michigan, I can see being a lot tougher, more tenant friendly. But this would also be commercial, and typically those commercial foreclosures, you're not foreclosing on a homeowner and someone's, you're not taking someone's home, so it's a lot easier typically.
That goes back to the thing where I don't love to lend to people who are living in the homes. We do it because we do seller finance stuff. But if I'm actually going to go to the bank and write a check and then do a loan, I'd rather not lend to someone who's going to be a homeowner. So lending on a factory means that you could, like you said, there's nobody living there, so you don't have that same protection.
And have you guys checked if both assets are equal up to the 1.2 that they're asking for?
No, we're taking their word for it, but we're in business with this guy. We don't believe that he's not telling the truth, and obviously before you put your money in it, we would verify that stuff.
I can see the title now.
This deal came around about 45 minutes ago. Is that right, McKenna?
Yeah, exactly. 4:45. I was on the phone talking to him about this.
Next month's video is going to be called "How I Lost 1.2 Million in 45 Minutes." Watch my story.
Let's hope that's not it.
No, I'm hoping next month's video is I'm a pot farmer or something crazy. Just imagine this picture: Robert on a Puerto Rican mountainside with the big marijuana flag behind him. We'd get so many clicks.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
people think that he went liberal. God, he's on our side
definitely, now. People would think that. What's the deal with marijuana in Puerto Rico? I feel like it's in a weird place where it's not legal, but nobody cares. Is that how that works?
I think no. We have dispensaries and stuff. The problem here is that I think it was like 2000. It was like right after COVID. All these freaking dispensaries popped out of nowhere, and they were just opening one after another, literally like on the same street and stuff like that. And it's just got oversaturated really fast. And then you have a lot of dispensaries, but you don't have a lot of manufacturers, and you have to grow everything here and do everything here. Nothing, you can't just bring it from the States. Like if I would imagine if you in Michigan and California can talk to each other, they could probably change product. I don't know how it works over there, but it's
I think that is the plan. Is so they actually already have operations in Canada, pretty substantial from what I understand, and they're building this down in the States so that they can supply easier to the United States.
Yeah,
which so I think once you're already here, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, the problem here is there's a lot more red tape when it comes to actually producing the plant in a factory compared to open a dispensary. Dispensaries are pretty much like you have to treat it like a bank. You have to have a security guard in the front. They have to check ID. You have to have the license. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
In some of these plants, you have to have like armed security 24/7. You have to. It has to be fully gated all around. It feels more like a jail than a factory. But I mean, at the time, like I said, you don't see new dispensaries opening up anymore. I think what's here is here to stay now. There was a big boom, and now it's like kind of slowed down. Mike says vacation pass and PR, 1 ounce, $40. That must have been pretty bad weed.
Yeah, jeez.
An ounce of weed for $40?
Really good weed was $300 an ounce.
Wow.
Back in the day.
Crazy.
Sublime.
I'm not saying much about this weed business because the only thing I know about the weed business I learned from Tulsa King, and that's a TV show where Rocky Balboa is the security.
Yeah.
And you guys were talking about it. And some guy was minding his own business, having a weed shop, and Rocky goes in and says, "Hey, you need protection." And then next
It's my
thing
shop
you know,
now.
he's killed. Huh?
It's my shop
it.
now.
Yep.
My shop now. It's fun show though. But
It's probably what the Puerto
mortgage on the
Ricans here
property,
thought about
have
you.
have the access to the weed shop. I don't know.
They
Well,
probably thought
I
the
think
same thing.
the loan's very interesting. I'd like to see if we can, once we get some more information, I'd love to put together a pro forma and maybe we can go raise some capital. It's tough because it's marijuana. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about the legalities there. You got to be a little careful, but we'll see what happens.
I think as a property owner, you're fine. The problem is if that's the only thing it's zoned to be, then when you go to sell it later, it's going to be a headache.
So Sublime is saying he has a portfolio of properties in Puerto Rico?
It says I'm here for property portfolio in Puerto Rico. Where can I get investors? I can fix them up. I got a team for those jobs. So I think Sublime is looking for capital as well. We have a community called the Flip Flop Flipper on Skool, or we've got our Apex group as well, where people are doing deals together all the time. There's a lot of deals going on in there, Sublime. Capital partners are finding people like you, or really people like you are finding capital partners, presenting deals. And I just saw Julio posted he did his 15th deal, closed right before the end of the year. How sick is that?
Nice. That is.
Yeah.
We should have Julio come in next week and be our guest.
We should.
Let's have Julio.
I've been telling him
in.
for 6 months to do it. He still doesn't want to come on.
Well,
But honestly, there's no point to join the Flip Flop Flipper if you're really serious about what you're talking about here. Just go straight into Apex. You know, you could try it for a month, and if it's not what you thought it could be, I mean, honestly, it's not only the community. We have the WhatsApp chat.
Tell us the difference between the Flip Flop Flipper free community and the Apex community.
It's exactly that. It's free, and you know what free gets you? Nothing. But when you pay for stuff, you get things. That's
you know what's funny about that is that it's not really true that free gets you nothing.
No,
free gets you everything. You have access, and you could probably find somebody in there, but there's 3,000 people in there that aren't doing much, versus in Apex, you've got a couple of hundred people in there that are doing a lot. And so you pay to be a part of that group, and we do things where we do a Thursday night master class every week, and we're actually doing deals with people from Apex. The Connecticut deal that we got came through the Apex community, and McKenna and I bought, and that's how we met Thomas. And now Thomas is telling us about a weed farm in Michigan. I mean, that's how this kind of stuff works, is you get yourself around people that are actually doing stuff, and you have the conversations, and you do a deal, you have some success, and then you get to do another deal and another. So yeah, I absolutely endorse joining Apex, and it's only $127 a month. And if you don't like it, don't stay for 2 months. But we want you to come in there and be in the community and bring deals to the community, do deals with everyone who's in there, and it'll be a good time for you, and you'd be a good addition to our group as well. What's New York drone cleaning?
New York drone cleaning, someone here in the chat. I think they clean drones. They just joined
Apex.
I think
they do cleaning with
join
drones,
the
like
school community.
building cleanings.
I'm in the Apex one. Nice. New York drone cleaning.
Oh yeah.
And then Dallas W3E has a zombie home, because drone cleaning asked, what's the best way to find a zombie home in PR while living in Miami? I travel to Puerto Rico monthly, and I'm looking for my first deal as a funder operator. Definitely what Dallas is saying right there. People are posting every day on the school group. We also have the WhatsApp. If you're not in the WhatsApp, there's a link in the school group to join in the Apex group. That's how people are getting connected. And just tell people what you're looking for. And then another thing that I want to tell everybody here, do not post just one time and give up. You need to post every day, every other day. You need to constantly be talking to people, because what happens is you make your one post and then it gets buried, and nobody goes to page 2. Nobody scrolls up on the WhatsApp. They're only looking at what's right in front of them. So if you're not right in front of them, you need to bring your post back up by commenting on it or making a new post. Because there's 230 people there. So, let's say, and I have the stats here, but about 100 people log in a day, something like that, but it's not the same 100 people. So you constantly need to be at the top to have everybody see your post.
Yeah. If you've got a great deal, and McKenna and I, we bought a couple of things out of Apex. One of them we almost bought last year was a deal in Monroe, Louisiana, and the guy came in and he made a post, and it was a really good deal on paper, and we had it under contract for a while. But he made a post, and then he went away, and he never said anything else about it again. And we happened, McKenna, you happened to see it, and then we were talking about it, and we were like, that's a really good deal. Why hasn't this guy found the money for it? And the reason is he made one post and then never talked about it again. He didn't talk about it in a master class. He didn't put it in the WhatsApp chat. And it ended up that he was going to not make any money on the deal, but we came in at the last minute and we put it under contract. Had we not just been looking and going through it and getting to page 2, no one would have ever seen that deal. And it was a tremendous deal. The Connecticut deal that we talked about earlier, same thing. What's that?
The Connecticut deal was like that. That's how we found the Connecticut deal.
The Connecticut deal, the same thing. And that's the best deal we did in the year.
Yeah. And it was on page 2 or 3. Actually, it was that guy was canceling, and I called him, the Connecticut deal wholesaler. Said, hey, what's going on? Why are you leaving? He's like, well, I made the post and nobody answered, and this community doesn't work. And I said, well, tell me about your deal. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'll buy your deal. Send me the contract.
So Dominique must be in Connecticut and wants to meet people in Connecticut. Thomas is in Connecticut. He manages our property there in Connecticut.
I don't know if Thomas has joined Apex or not. Thomas, join Apex and meet Dominique. But Dominique, if you have any questions about real estate investing, we focus primarily in Puerto Rico, but we can help anywhere. We just purchased a apartment building in Connecticut, which was way out of left field for us, but glad to have you here. Crypto says, I still have not gotten my contract for my 15 unit in Mayaguez. Realtor told me this week. What can I say to get the property under contract? They gave a verbal agreement.
You could say, I'm leaving and I'm taking my money with me. I need a contract.
Yeah,
you can send
working
them
on that a long time. So it's really hard to motivate people, especially on the island. I would just continue to have the talk so that you stay front and center and that they send you the contract. They're not likely to find another buyer. So you're going to get this, but stay after them, get that contract, and then on Wednesday night when we do the Rainmakers, let us know that you got the contract. So we want to make sure that you are getting. That's a hell of a deal she's gotten, you guys. That one's a heck of a deal. So
yeah, I think that it's it was Christmas, it was New Year's, no one was working. I'm
and now it's Three Kings Day tomorrow.
It's Three Kings Day tomorrow
On the island. I was talking to Don about that earlier today.
Next week.
He's like, tomorrow's the holiday, and I'm like, what holiday? I forgot about Three Kings Day.
I would tell them, send me the contract, even if it's not signed. That way you can review the terms that they're putting out there too. You can sign it and send it back. That's another good way to get pressure on them. You can send your own. If you have one, it's in the Rainmaker vault and in the Apex vault here.
Or you have a closing attorney. Make them
yeah. Nicole Stolwell could help you do that.
They need to send you something though. They need to send you the contract, and you just have to be the squeaky wheel.
Yep.
And stay front and center. and realized that in Puerto Rico things go slow, and then in Puerto Rico at Christmas time, like it is, things don't go anywhere. So they don't not go slow. They just don't go. I'm not too crazy concerned that you don't have the contract yet, but if we get into February and you don't have the contract, then something's up, something's wrong.
I move on.
Happy New Year. Happy Three Kings Eve. What do you do on Three Kings Day, Adon? Do you give each other gifts?
Yep, it's just Christmas all over again.
Myrrh. Is it really a whole nother round of Christmas gifts?
Yeah.
Wow.
Truly. That's what
cool.
it does.
What do the Three Kings bring? They frankincense, myrrh, and what was the other one? Gold?
Yeah, I think gold.
I'll take some gold if you guys want to send some.
I'll take it now. It's a great price. Yeah, but I mean, we don't start officially working on the island until February. Just letting you know. After sunset.
What's going on with our flip in Winter Park, Dad?
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
All right, so there's a problem with the.
Is it it's another probate issue?
Another probate. The probate has been done.
Oh no!
But the guy made himself the executor, and he got himself as like a in charge for his wife as well. So, and he wasn't allowed to be the notary or the signer for his wife. So it's going to have to be redone, the whole damn thing. Gina.
Oh, are they like they're divorced or?
No, like she's incapacitated.
Oh.
And so Gina was telling me that she thought it could be a month or two.
Jeez.
Which
why are these probate deals always going?
I mean, and this is Florida. If this was Puerto Rico, I would be expecting it. But in Florida, we were supposed to close before Christmas, and I thought we were going to, and then now we may not close till March.
Ooh.
Crazy. Which isn't great. If the market goes, it's good if the market starts to get better, but it's bad if the market gets worse.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to reevaluate in March. We'll have to look at prices.
Yeah.
And make sure we can still afford it.
Yeah.
And we got to do something with the money. So it's a whole nother round of gifts. And back in the day, the gift was for the Three Kings. You put out grass for the camels tonight.
Yep.
My wife, when she was a kid, in DeLand, their church used to get camels, and they'd bring camels in on the Sunday service for Three Kings Day.
Really?
Fun. Yeah.
Camels ever spit at anybody?
Every year.
Three Kings is a Catholic thing?
I think it's Catholic and Latin. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I had never really heard of it before I moved to the island, so.
Definitely.
Never heard of the Three Kings?
Of course I've heard of the Three Kings, but I never celebrated Three Kings Day, so wasn't.
Well, in Catholicism, you have the Advent season, which is before Christmas, and then you have the Christmas season, which is from Christmas to Three Kings Day.
Yeah, so back to our deal that we're trying to close. I wanted to get that flip, and I was trying to find something for the end of the year. I thought we did. I wanted to close before Christmas, before the end of the year, so we could be renovating it now and selling it in spring. Now we need another deal, guys. So if anybody's got a Central Florida deal, McKenna and I are looking for a flip. If anybody's got a quick flip where we could buy something for 50 or 60 grand and sell it for 150, 160 in Puerto Rico, Adon and I are looking for a flip. So bring them on, guys. We need to buy some real estate.
It's been 5 days and we haven't bought anything this year. I think we're has-beens.
I sold something today.
Oh, good.
Yep.
It closed?
I signed for it. I'm the seller, and we're doing all right. We're getting a check for $320,000 and change. We got $268,000 in it total, I think.
Okay.
And we collected rent for a long time, so it's long-term capital gains. And that's a pretty decent deal. It's a good way to start the year.
This is Fillmore, right?
Fillmore, yeah.
Well, is that above what you guys were asking? I thought you were asking 340.
We sold it for 365.
Oh wow,
hey, Linda.
Hey, are we meeting McKenna and his family?
Are we meeting you guys, or are you coming to the house before the hockey game?
No, we're gonna meet at the stadium. There's too many of us to drive together.
Okay.
Hey, do you guys have all the tickets, or how does that work?
Apparently, we have the tickets.
Great. Yeah, I'm hopping in the car right after this live stream. We're going to a hockey game, guys. We're seeing the Orlando Solar Bears versus the Charlotte Swamp Rabbits.
Is that what we're seeing? Nice.
Swamp rabbits.
I hear the Swamp Rabbits are really good, very fast on the ice.
I haven't heard much about them, but I'm sure they are.
And then next month,
Greenville Swamp Rabbits. I'm
because
sorry.
we're super excited about hockey all the time. We're living here in Orlando, Florida, or in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Hockey is obviously a big deal for us. So naturally, we are going to fly to watch the United States hockey team play in the Olympics in Italy. So that's pretty fun.
I'm pretty stoked about it. It'll be good. Is this a preseason game?
For the Swamp Rabbits?
Yeah.
Have no idea. It could be the championship for all I know. I do know that we got good tickets from Costco.
Really?
That's where we got them. Yeah.
Nice. Are we on the glass?
Yeah, we're center ice, like 6 rows up
Okay.
from the
Nice.
glass. Just high enough that if the puck flies over, it can hit us right in the head, McKenna.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
guys
love that.
bad spot.
Next week, guys, you'll see us. I'll be in the hospital bed. I won't be able to talk, but I'll smile. I'll look like a hockey player with no teeth.
I could see the next video title: "How I Made My Millions, Not in Real Estate."
My daughter loves hockey, so that's why we're going to the hockey game. The other night we were talking about hockey, and Linda, Elizabeth's mom, says those hockey players they don't have all their teeth, and Elizabeth said if they've got all their teeth, they're not trying. What happened to Adon? We lost him?
He's back. He's back.
He's back.
Willie says that he's hopefully selling the Aguadilla flip as well. Is that one closing soon?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Really there?
we're dealing with the contract right now.
yeah. Willie's got a buyer for us, and you guys were putting together the contract with Nicole. Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
Good.
And
Wednesday.
when is the Rainmaker meeting? It's Wednesday.
Wednesday at 6 p.m. your time, Willie, in Puerto Rico. And we're going to do a couple of hot seats. We're going to go for as long as it takes. So get something to eat beforehand and be ready.
I lost my house to foreclosure, so now I'm here.
Oh, no. You got that nice surfboard, though. You lost the piano, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
no,
the domino
dude.
table. Got the fucking, what do you call these? Box springs.
Apparently, Puerto Rico has a good women's hockey team.
Really?
The Manny's making moves said so.
Wow.
Where do they
Let's
play,
go.
Manny? I mean, there's only one ice rink on the whole island, I think, in Aguadilla.
They must play there.
That must be it.
They must play. I mean, I guess they must play there.
That would be pretty sick to go see a game.
Have you ever been to the Olympics before, any of you? I know you haven't, McKenna, and I haven't.
Nope.
I didn't know that it was a dream of anybody in my family to go to the Winter Olympics, but apparently it was. My daughter wanted to go, and so we're going.
I see how it is. Just leaving me here in the heat.
You're just going to
Take
leave
care
you
of
there in the heat. Yep.
Leave me here. Sorry. You couldn't make it.
I'm trying though real hard to teach my daughter to be a capitalist. So I told her the only reason that we can go to the hockey game is because we're capitalists.
Mm.
She, I mean, she could go to New York, and now you have free buses, but now the subway is more expensive. So there you go.
The subway's more expensive than a bus? Oh.
Well, the bus is free now, but they made the subway more expensive.
Really?
Yep.
And the subway's so much better than the buses. Buses suck.
Someone's got to pay for it.
Yeah, make the buses more expensive and make the subway free then. Damn. Like,
I'll take an Uber every time.
All right. Do we have any good questions from anybody? We've got a few more minutes, and guys, I hate to cancel or end our 100th Monday Night Power Hour early or quick, but we got to close down at about 6 so that we can get on the road, get to the hockey game.
Well, everybody put a question in the chat, but also hit the like button right now for us, please. Send this to a friend. The share button actually really helps. Anyone that you know that'd be interested in real estate, come on, guys. Hit that like button. Put some questions here in the chat.
I lived in Colorado for a little bit. Colorado Springs.
Yeah?
Yeah, someone invited me to Colorado. Video one.
Nice.
That was crazy. Someone's gonna sign their first deal on a Friday. That's pretty awesome.
All right. What's
First
your
deal of the
deal?
year.
That's what we want to hear about. We love that. First deal of the year. Let's go.
Yes, you can sign up for Shark Tank. By the way, tomorrow's Shark Tank, and if you don't sign up for it, and no one signs up for it, we're just gonna cancel it. You have to sign up for it. We can't just have technical difficulties this year. That takes up at least 30 minutes every time. So,
Well, maybe we can get more
deals,
information on the weed deal, and we could Shark Tank the weed deal tomorrow, McKenna.
I think we should. Thomas, if you're still watching, let me know if you want to come on to the Shark Tank tomorrow. You have a partner whose name I don't remember as well, but let me know and we'll get going. And then we have a question here too. What's the first step to building a network?
telling people you're a real estate investor.
Networking is the first step to building a network, I think, right?
It's simple as introducing yourself. Yeah.
Letting people know that you're a real estate investor. There's a really good story that happened today with one of our rainmakers, and Don mentioned it earlier. There's a 360 unit deal that's out there on the island of Puerto Rico that one of our rainmakers was just simply telling people that he's a real estate investor. You know, he's actually an architect, but he was letting people know that he's a real estate investor. And so he's been offered this amazing multi-million-dollar deal that, you know, if it checks out and he gets it done, he could make 10 million bucks on it pretty easy. And why does he have the opportunity to even think about it? It's because he started telling people who he is and living into this idea that, hey, I'm going to buy some real estate and I'm going to make some money with it. I'm a real estate investor. So that is a powerful message. Whenever you're doing anything new, let people know who you are and what you're doing, and then you get to have conversations about it. But again, the first step to building a network of buyers, a network of sellers, a network of lenders, all of that comes from networking. And I don't want to toot my own horn or our own horn, but guys, we've got a community that we've built that you're invited to join. You can join the Flip Flop Flipper community and check it out. It's free. There's thousands of people there that are like-minded that you can network with. And if you're actually really serious and you want to get involved with those that have decided to take it to the next level, join us in Apex. And that is a place that you can come and network. And every single week, there are people inside that group that are doing deals, that are forming partnerships together. Somebody's finding the great deal of a lifetime. Somebody else is an operator, and somebody else has got the money. And you've got a one-stop shop where deals are getting done. You can network with people. You can build your network, and it's amazing.
And for the next people who join Apex, you can get that dog behind me. for free with a month.
She's
and
a
a
good
bed.
dog too.
Yep, she's such a
So,
great dog. No one wants her.
In my drone cleaning, I feel like Robert touched on a lot of your question here too in his answer. But when you're new to it and you're just trying to get started, we've got a video course in the classroom section of Apex. I would really recommend watching that so you learn the lingo, you learn how we think about these deals, you learn how to start looking at deals. And then it's exactly what he was saying too, of telling people you're a real estate investor, start looking at deals. Everything revolves around having a real deal to analyze, to look at, to buy. It becomes much less nebulous when you're talking about a real piece of real estate versus this idea, I want to be in real estate, but you don't have a physical building that you're talking about. So get a real deal that you're analyzing and everything becomes a lot more clear. So
yeah,
that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, and I'll say in my drone cleaning, because I don't know what your actual first name is here yet, but we'll figure it out as we get to know each other better. But go in and make that post inside of the Apex group and mention this conversation that we had. And then McKenna and Adon and I will all go in and see your comment. We'll like it. We'll comment on your comment. We'll try and keep you up to the top so that more people see you and you get engagement. We want new people who are coming, show up to the masterclass on Thursday, and a portion of that is an actual question and answer. And inside that format, you actually will be on the Zoom with us, and you get to look at us and have a conversation with us. So when you're asking a question here, we're answering your question, but we don't get the interaction. Inside of Apex, when we teach the masterclass, a portion of that, we're answering questions, we're having conversations, we're getting to know one another so that we can do deals with people. And so a part of that is we always like to introduce the new people who are there. So make sure you show up this Thursday night and introduce yourself. Remind us again that you were here on the Monday Night Live and that you made this comment. And then we'll talk about what it is you're looking for, and we'll make sure you get connected with the right people.
Someone said, I'm in Apex, still waiting for my intro call from McKenna.
Who? McKenna. What are you doing?
Wilfred Ortiz. Uh-oh. Well, we got to schedule that, man.
It's Three Kings Day. It's Three Kings Day. No excuses, guys. And Wilfredo, we want to make sure that happens. So
yep.
Inside Apex, send McKenna a direct message.
Yeah,
or
I'm looking now. He messaged me back in November about it, and I never answered him.
Oh, geez.
Oh man.
Way to go. I'm glad he called us out, though. We want to make sure that we do have those calls and that you guys.
Well, we're actually not really even offering that anymore. So he'll
be the last one.
Yeah.
But he'll get to have the call.
Yes, he'll get to have the call.
That's what you get. You want something, you ask for it, you get it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
it's the right guy too. If you had asked to have the call with Adon or I, we probably would have said no. But we'll say yes for McKenna.
Yeah. 100%. McKenna wants to do a call? Yes. We'll set it up for you. Call Cammy.
We want to talk to everybody and we want to get to know you all. So Apex
now people are saying they just joined the community and they need that call too. It's old news. Only Wilfred gets the call.
And the live.
Every Thursday night we do the master class. You talk to us face to face. If there's really something that someone needs to reach out to us about, if you've got a deal, if you've got something where you really do need to have that call, DMing inside of the platform or just bringing it up live on the Thursday night masterclass is a really great way. And guys, unfortunately, when you're here, you show up as your @ username, and we really don't know who that is. So you've got to reach out to us where we know who you are, and give us a heads up about what you need to talk about. But we're happy to have conversations. We always like to talk to other real estate investors. So if you've got things that you want to talk about that are important, we'll make sure it happens.
McKenna will be on the phone for a whole week now. I already am, Willie. I'll show you my calendar sometime, but it's just a phone call from 9 a.m. to the end of this live stream.
I would say probably 8 out of 10 times that I call you, you tell me that you're already on the phone.
Same to you. I mean, man, we are hard guys to get a hold of. It's just nonstop. All right, guys. Well, we've got to run. This is a very good 100th episode. Looking forward to the Shark Tank tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
Share this with anybody who might want to be a real estate investor, guys. It's the start of 2026. People are willing to make changes at the start of the year. A lot of people want to get out of the rat race. One of the things that I look back on that was really fun from 2025 is that we helped a lot of people become homeowners and become real estate investors. And we want to do more of that. Every year, I take what happens during the year and I look at the stuff that was the good, and I want to do more of it. I look at the stuff that I didn't love so much and I try and do less of that. And right now, what I'm all about, I'm passionate about, is helping people to become real estate investors. One, that's like our favorite thing. But number two, because we're value add real estate investors, we get to sell some things and hand the keys off to someone who becomes a homeowner. That's incredibly cool. Like, there's significance in that. And so anybody who that would be valuable for, share this with them, tell them about us, have them join our communities. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, do it. We're approaching 60,000, and we'll probably be there in the next month or so, hopefully quicker than that. But I think we just went over 57,000 people on YouTube. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we got a ton of content out there. If you like real estate content, guys, we've got a lot. We really do share with you what we do and how we do it, talk about why. So thanks for showing up. Happy New Year. Let's go watch some hockey.
Let's do it.
This is Emmanuel, and in just 3 weeks, he found the deal of a lifetime, negotiated an offer, got it accepted, found the EMD from a third party, me, and then found Flop Flipper Apex community. And inside of Apex, he was able to find the buyer who's an operator. He was able to find someone who wanted to put up the money, and he's got the deal of a lifetime done, and is going to make $40,000 on his very first deal. So if that sounds good to you, and you want to be like Emmanuel, comment Apex, and I'll send you the link.